Jasmine Reyes had a full academic scholarship at 19. 11 months later, she had none of it. Not the scholarship, not her savings, not the friends she gave it all up for. This is Jasmine, 19, full tuition scholarship, earned, not given. Evening shifts at a pharmacy, a 5-year plan written by hand on the first page of her notebook, a jar for savings, small, growing every single week. On the day her acceptance letter arrived, she folded it along the same crease 4 times and kept it against her body in the inside pocket of her bag. Here is what you need to understand about Jasmine before anything goes wrong. She did not lack discipline. She had more of it than most people ever build. What she lacked was a filter for who got to stand near her plans. October, a new group. Loud, warm, always first to order, never first to pay. Within a week, they called her Sis. The first bill she covered was $40. Small enough to explain away. That is how it always starts. Small enough to explain away. By November, she had cut her work hours. By December, her grades were below the scholarship minimum, and she told no one. Ask yourself something right now. How much of your own plan have you already spent on people who never once reached for their wallet? Because that number is rarely 0. January, the jar was empty. She took a payday loan to cover what the jar used to cover. She told her mother nothing. And then, because this is how these things tend to work, it got worse. February. 3 sentences arrived. Insufficient academic standing. Scholarship terminated. No warmth. No appeal offered. She called the group chat that night. Silence until morning. 2 replies, already talking about something else. Here is the fact you need to sit with. Every dollar she spent covering them was a dollar she had once planned to invest. She had written the compound growth numbers herself by hand at 19. That page is still in her notebook, untouched, waiting on money that no longer exists. March. She dropped out, moved home. Took a job folding laundry 6 days a week on Route 9. The owner, Elston, did his books by hand every night at a small table near the register. He noticed her doing customers' math faster than the register did. One night he slid the ledger across the table, pointed at a column with his pen. "This column," he said, "is what I earned." He tapped the next column harder. "This column is what walked out the door because of who I was standing near when I earned it." "You didn't lose your scholarship," he told her. "You loaned your ladder to people who were never going to climb it with you. They just like standing near the bottom rung." He said nothing else. He kept writing. He let her watch. Day 1. A new jar. $3 in it. Humiliating, at 19, to start over with $3. Day 6. The old group texted, asking where she'd gone. No reply. Day 14. A cousin called her dramatic for cutting people off over money. She almost apologized. She did not send it. Day 19. She almost quit the second job, just to feel less tired for 1 week. She did not quit. Day 26. Filling out a new application for a partial scholarship, she found the old letter, crumpled, at the bottom of her bag. She smoothed it flat next to the new form. The old voice returned, quieter now. "You're starting from nothing." She looked at the jar. $12. Small. Hers. She kept writing. 2 years later, Jasmine runs her own ledger. Learned it from Elston, line by line. The jar is no longer small. The letter is framed now, not as a trophy, as a warning she wrote to herself and almost didn't listen to. Here is the fact this entire story rests on. Money does not leave because you are careless. It leaves because of who you let stand near it. Look at your own circle right now. Someone in it is either building your ladder or borrowing it. Comment below. I'm changing rooms this year.